2, 1. Are you spending hours on your grading? Does it feel like your grading pile literally never ends? If you're a middle school math teacher, keep watching because I'm sharing my best advice on how to save time from grading and get to the bottom of your grading pile once and for all. If you're new around here, my name is Kathy Martin and I help 6th, 7th, 8th grade and Algebra 1 math teachers experience more aha moments in the classroom and save time and money with their lesson planning and resources. Okay, let's dive into it because we don't have time to waste. We got a grade. Just kidding. By the time you're done watching this video, you're gonna be equipped with a ton of time-saving tools. Okay, so my very first tip is simply don't grade everything. I know as math teachers, we do warm-ups, an exit ticket, homework, classwork, tests, assessments, all of these things like projects, don't grade everything. You don't need to. And if you're thinking to yourself, what are you talking about? Yes, I have to. Ask yourself, do you though? Do you have to grade everything? Me personally, I don't grade, like take my bell ringers, for example. I don't grade for accuracy on those bell ringers. I grade for completion. So if each kid finishes the daily warm-up, they get 4 points a day or however many points you want to give them. And at the end of the week, it's 20 points. So I always tell my kids, you could choose not to do the warm-up, but this is easy points to add to the grade book. And I keep the warm-up on the board all period long. So they can write it down at any point. I even allow them, for some kids who I don't know, like forget or whatever, take a picture of the warm-up when we're done and then go home and copy it down. It doesn't matter to me. As long as they are doing it, I don't need to grade for accuracy. So I don't need to grade every single one, for every day. As long as they do it, they get the points, okay? Tip number 2, select only a few problems to grade. This is what I do specifically for homework and maybe some classwork. So for example, if I'm giving homework that is, say, 10 questions long, and let's just say that I am giving homework based off of, we're doing adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing integers, okay? So maybe I will pick 4 problems out of the 10 to grade. One problem that is an adding integer problem, one that deals with subtraction, one that is division, and one that is multiplication. So all the problems I am grading covers all the things that I need my students to know. So if I'm noticing, oh my gosh, I have 20 out of 30 kids who are getting all the division problems wrong, then I need to go over division. Or if I'm noticing, hey, half my class is getting almost all the adding and subtracting integer problems wrong, I need to go and review adding and subtracting integers. I'm not spending all afternoon grading all 10 homework problems because I don't have to. What I need to do is pick and choose the select problems that's going to give me the best idea of how my students are doing, if that, and that lowers my grading. So whether that means I'm grading 3 to 4 problems per homework, that's going to save me a ton of time in itself. Okay. And finally, number 3, this is when you are grading tests or assessments. I got this tip from Brianne Beebe over at Busy Miss Beebe. It's such a mind-blowing tip because I've never ever thought about it. So if you have multiple pages of a test that you give to students, which typically tests are, I would say anywhere between 2 to 3 pages at least. What Brianne suggests and what I learned from her is that you're going to take the pile of tests that you have, you're going to take it home or wherever you grade, and you're only going to grade page 1. You're going to go through all the tests and only grade page 1. So whatever that is for you, maybe they're all true false questions, maybe they're all multiple choice, or maybe they're answer, they're like work them out questions, but they're only going to grade page 1 on all the tests. Then once you're done grading page 1, you're going to go to page 2 and grade all the page 2s. And then when you're all done grading all the page 2s, you're going to go and grade all the page 3s. And the reason why we do this is because if you are grading all of page 1, let's say all at the same time, you're going to start memorizing those answers, which means things are just going to go faster for you. Grading is going to move faster versus if you're grading page 1 and then you got to flip the page and then you got page 2 and then you got to flip the page and do page 3. Like that just slows you down. But if you can grade all of page 1 and then page 2 and then page 3, it's just going to move things faster. So then if you get interrupted because life happens, you'll know like, okay, I was grading page 2 on all of these. It's easier to kind of pick up where you were. There you have it. Tip number 1, don't grade everything. Tip number 2, select only a few problems to grade, especially on assignments like homework and classwork. And tip number 3, when grading tests and assessments, grade 1 page at a time. What do you think? Let me know in the comments which tip you're going to be implementing to help you save time with grading. Can't wait to see what you have to say. Bye for now.